air quality indoors is no longer insulated. In fact, Delhi-based architect Rajat Sodhi proposes that we encapsulate the entire city in a bubble. Yes, the Bubbles project has been proposed by Orproject, which has its offices in London, Beijing and New Delhi. They propose to cover a substantial part of the city in a bubble to ensure that people can breathe clean air. Constructed from ETFE, a polymer that is a stretchy type of plastic, the material is highly resistant to heat and can save energy.
Well, the Bubbles project, or the idea for the Bubbles, is to create an envelope that protects the clean air that is produced by trees, and use that for either medicinal purposes or in an urban environment which is very polluted, like you have in Delhi or Bombay and other cities in developing countries, a place where people can go and breathe clean air for at least a couple of hours in a day. So that's kind of the essence of where Bubbles comes in. The way we do it is we identify green spaces in a city. For instance, in Delhi you could take Deer Park, or you could take Shri Fort, and we cover the green spaces with a skin made of ETFE panels. And the idea is to then keep the clean air protected and avoid the clean air from mixing up with bad polluted air. And once you have this kind of clean green air envelope, allow people to come in, or allow specific buildings like health facilities or hospitals to then use the naturally clean green air for breathing.
So realistically, how could we use it in a place like Delhi?
Well, there are different ways in which the Bubbles proposal can be implemented. I think one of the more ambitious ways to do it would be to cover either part or whole of South Delhi in a series of bubbles. I think what I often think about is a way in which, say, for instance, take South Extension, take Hoskas, take Panchsheel, take some of these residential colonies that are serviced by a large park, and then cover the park, keep the clean air within that, and then extend it to residential areas only, and avoid arterial roads from where a lot of car pollution is kind of comes into the bubble or mixes with the air.
Features of the Bubbles are: create and keep clean air, naturally regulate the temperature of 25 degrees throughout the year, can cover office buildings, residential spaces, hospitals and schools.